Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Gonna make my first video for my new channel. There's been a lot of people this year that have started asking me on Instagram, Facebook, and all the other social media stuff if I have a YouTube channel because they'd like to follow along with what I'm doing. I'm 42. I was born in 1978, so I'm kind of old school. I usually end up doing my work and I don't get too much into the online promoting stuff. It's just that this year so many people have shown an interest in what I do. The demand is kind of finally caught up to me that I start doing this stuff. So this is for the first video of my new channel. It's going to be under Guy Wilson Welding and Fabrication, the same as my Instagram and Facebook business. That way, whenever you're looking for me via Instagram or Facebook, there's no more confusion. So the first two videos of this project is basically, it started out as a go-kart project, but it's pretty well, I think, far beyond a go-kart at this point. This is the body for it over here. It's actually a vintage motorcycle sidecar. I'll open this so you can see a little bit better from the other side. And I've basically turned it into a Model A hot rod body. And it's going on this. So the last video I did, I finally got this. It's a Harley Davidson 1200 XL Sportster engine. It's a 9 off of a 97, so it's solid mounted. The newer 2003 Sportsters have a big round rubber mount here and here. And of course, this is my own custom solid steel fabricated mount system that I came up with. I just finished this rear one yesterday and got it all in here. And that one actually unbolts from the frame right there on both sides. So this lower two sets of bolts right here, they actually have these dowel style, they're like bosses. They come off the engine block to line the holes up of this to this. That's why the bolts run in that way instead of this way. But if I would have welded this in solid, there's no way the engine would have been able to just lift in and out of there. So that comes completely out, which actually makes getting the engine in and out easier, because you can just undo that one, and then this one, it's welded in solid to the frame on both sides. You could take the rear member out first, then undo these two bolts, and then the engine would just easily come out with nothing back there. So that's finally mounted in the frame, which was a major hurdle because I really wasn't sure how I was going to do it. And then on this side, I'm going to be changing this belt cog to a chain sprocket. And as of right now, I'm just going to drop a short piece of chain straight down off of that to another sprocket down here that'll send the chain back to the back end. So I wanted to make a quick video because the body's actually going back on now, so you won't be able to see all that stuff, especially in the rear. And then I'm going to get ready to get going on the front suspension. It is getting a solid straight axle, dropped straight axle like a real Model A hot rod. This thing is kind of for off-road, but it's also a piece of art, so I wanted to kind of keep that hot rod vibe to it. And if I did the traditional double A arms in the front, upper and lowers with chocks and all that, it would kind of take away from that look. So going with the drop straight axle, and I got to get new shocks because originally this was going to get a Predator 420, which was quite a bit lighter than this engine. So I've got to get new front shocks with a lot higher spring rates for the weight of this engine. And then here's the back. I got it done quite a while ago. There's still going to be one tube that goes from the top of that tower to the top of this one so that it's got support this way. And I just redid the panhard bar down there, which basically locks it in side to side. All right, there you go, guys. And I'll post a link to the previous video for this, which is still on my other channel, in the description. So if any of you guys want to go back and see those, I'll post that link, and hopefully you can go back and check those out if you want to. There you go. Thanks.